Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan podcast is brought to you by
buddocs.org, a great Valentine's Day present.
Yeah.
Give your partner the gift of weed.
Yeah, give them a big old sack of weed.
And, it's a medical marijuana license, and when you go see Dr. Shanlate, after you see him one time in person, then it's all telemedicine after that.
From here on out, yeah, smooth sailing. And you're going to save a lot of money, like new patients. If you want to try it, $175. Existing patients, $125. Transfer patients like me and Tom, we transferred from our doctors. That's only $99. And like Tom said, you see him in person once, and then after that, it's all telemedicine. He does this really cool thing on his website. If you go to buddocs.org, it's called Bud Deals. Everything at the top is categorized into like first purchase, second purchase, industry, loyalty, seniors, and you just go there with what deal you want, and you find the best deals on medical marijuana anywhere.
And you make your appointment online, same-day appointments available, so you can make a same-day appointment. Like today, pick a date, go there, and when you leave, you can go to dispensaries. And there are lots of them. Look around. Next time you drive around, there's a dispensary on every corner.
Yeah, more dispensaries than affordable housing.
Yeah, and you can, a lot of times the first-time patients get half off. And Dr. Shanlate will tell you all those deals. Anyway, get your medical marijuana license. It's buddocs.org.
Happy Valentine's Day, n***. Hey, it's Valentine's. It's Valentine's. I want you to be my Valentine, my n***. Let me eat that man pussy, yo. Let me suck that meat, n***. It's Valentine's. Let's finger that booty. Yeah. 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 Let's finger that booty.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey! It is the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I think I destroyed the AI. Did you hear it?
What happened at the end of it?
Well, apparently when you create a gay black rapper, it destroys AI. That was interesting, right?
It just fell apart at the end.
Yeah, it just fell apart. It's almost like it was almost like the concept that I supplied to it was a 180 from what it would naturally be, and it destroyed AI. So I am a hero. I have destroyed AI. On the couch, this is a big deal. We love these women with all of our hearts, and they are, some would say, the reason why we even have this podcast is because they told us to shit or get off the pot, and we were just kind of talking about that.
I would have done it anyway.
It is Andrea Dennis and Crystal Van, the wives. It is a Valentine's Day wifecast. Ladies, I'm going to give you a blast.
I had been talking about it for a while. I'd eventually have done it. I had my mindset even before you said do
another year
it.
of complaining, maybe.
I gotta fix Crystal's camera.
Yeah, I feel like a little kid.
Yeah, sorry. Bear with me. I'll get it. I'll get it all fixed.
I'm glad
here.
you remembered that it was Valentine's Day because that motherfucker totally did not.
Hey, yeah, I did not remember it was Valentine's Day.
It's weird because we talked about it all day yesterday. But,
I think my marijuana consumption has reached a point where now I have reached Butler levels, and I don't think I remember anything, and I think I probably need to stop. There is a bit of a problem
I
going on.
honestly don't think it's your marijuana. I think it's you're so focused on yourself, your ailments, and so nothing else matters.
Yeah, it's blocking it. Yeah. So, let me defend Daniel.
So you're accusing me within the first 4 minutes of the show of being a selfish piece of shit.
No.
Well, I have more gripes today.
Okay, all right, hold on.
Just your anxiety, your hips are giving you anxiety.
Observations. They are not just gripes.
Well, I'll bring up a gripe about Valentine's Day, and I'll defend my business partner, Daniel.
Oh my God,
look at
this never
that.
happened before.
I know, mark it.
Holy shit, this is awesome. I love this.
Because
we didn't even get to our business of the stuff we had to get out of the way. We're just jumping in. I love it.
Well, real quick, STEMFest is this weekend at the Science Center, and we got merch deals on TomandDan.com. Eric Merchman put out a bunch of ridiculous deals. We're giving stuff away.
Yeah.
I like
literally
the shirt with the little T&D logo. I like that. That's like a T-shirt, but it's upscale.
Yeah, what's funny about that is no one else liked that shirt, so that's why we're giving it away.
Well, we got to get rid of inventory because it's just filled a warehouse.
It's in Eric's dining room.
You guys are ordering too much, or are people not buying it?
Eric and his wife have not been able to sit down and look into each other's eyes because we have too many of those shirts that Andrea says are awesome laying around. Well, apparently everybody else didn't think they were fucking awesome because they're in his dining room.
Danger Brain is rebranding us. We have a bunch of new stuff coming out, so we want to just get rid of everything, the old stuff. So that's basically it.
You know, I was thinking we should wipe the entire website area, where we have all the merch, and just put one Nazi shirt up there.
So that's a good idea.
Write that down.
I'll talk about it.
Write that down.
Thanks, Kanye.
No repercussions.
Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah.
I mean,
how many did he sell before Shopify was like, whoa? How many? How many did he sell?
Yeah, he's still up there doing it.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyway, anything else to get off the table before you defend me? I've never been defended by him before. I'm very excited.
Defending
about
a
this.
monster.
I know. Well, don't say that.
We do.
And I went along with it.
Yay!
That's what I do. I'm so yes and that I'm just like, oh yeah.
We do have BDM appreciation coming up in April, and you have to be a BDM to be a part of it. But we got a $5 T-shirt coming out.
Let me ask you a question about this.
Yeah.
Can they sign up for 1 month and then cancel?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
That's the beauty of it.
You should make them sign up for a year.
No, well, here's
If
the thing.
if it's 1 month before, it's got to be an annual.
With the year,
Everybody.
people get scared of a year commitment.
Well,
$5.
if you want a big BDM gift, you got to show that you're a big dog.
No,
Lay your dick out there.
Who decided that we were doing it? This is your idea, the fucking wife task. You did this.
It's
I didn't
because
want a fucking wife
You guys
task.
are bad at business.
Do you know my idea?
We're totally cut out of
You know what
this.
I wanted to do? I wanted to buy Crystal Valentine's Day gifts, and I wanted you to buy Andrea Valentine's Day gifts, and and then hilarity ensues. But now we have them in, and now it's like we've gone rogue.
Listen, just calm down.
Giving
here.
away too much stuff.
My wife just said, lay your dick out there or something. I blocked it out.
They sign up and then they forget because who looks at their bank account, and then it just goes on forever. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Fitness did that, and I'll do the same thing.
And you are becoming Mr. Fitness, which is good.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
defending a monster.
Defending Daniel.
Yeah.
Look at Valentine's Day. What the hell are we all doing as adults? Does anybody actually, as an adult, because I understand the kids, whatever, they just get a bunch of candy, they give each other candy, so like, yay,
Well,
Valentine's
it didn't used to be that way, though. Valentine's Day for me, I didn't get stuff from my mom and dad
Me
because
neither.
if my dad gave me a Valentine, that's gay. I mean, like he didn't give men Valentines. That wasn't a thing.
I think I got a little card from my grandma and maybe $5.
No, Valentine's was in your class.
Yes.
With the box
Yes.
or the bag. You had a bag on the front of your desk or a box.
You had those little chalky hearts with "Be Mine"
Yeah.
stamped on them.
Yeah.
And
Conversation.
That eventually, like, you knew that along the line, 20 years later, some old man had the idea of writing "Eat my cunt" on the same chalky. Oh, look, it says "Eat my cunt" on it. Oh,
The machine will print anything.
yeah, we write the N-word on it. It's like, why? What are you doing? And the candy, they're horrible candies.
Yeah.
They're not even good candies.
I have fond memories, though. I would like to eat.
You're a
them.
nostalgia person, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
So am I, to a point. So am I.
But I feel like for adults, does any adult like Valentine's Day and look forward to it? Because there's a lot of single people out there, they don't like it. And then
one of your friends is getting married on Valentine's Day tonight. So
Yeah.
I think, you know, there are some people who I am in love with Daniel. I love him so much, but after No, after several years, I think it's like more of a newlywed day or a dating day. After you've been married like 20 years, you're like,
Like every morning, my wife greets me with the same fart. I'm not fucking kidding. Every morning, am I lying?
I think
Every morning, and my wife goes to fart, and he goes,
Come on. All right.
every morning.
because he's trying to get me because he doesn't want me to get him.
Yeah, it's
here
a
in little
preemptive
bit.
strike. I learned this.
There are couples that don't fart in front of each other.
I know, and that's
No, but
ridiculous.
every morning.
Crazy, right? That's
Every morning,
It's not
every
that
morning.
crazy. It's
every
impossible.
Morning, every single morning.
They do it.
Every morning. It's the same sound. Am I lying?
No. I got a fart.
It's like I was like, and then I always say this,
At me up.
and then I always, that's what I say. I was like, well, there's the cat. I'm like, there's our cat again.
What's that?
Somebody stepped on a duck.
Well, I scream out, I live with goddamn Bert Kreischer. Goddamn frat house in here.
Well, dude, be honest. You know what I think about with you all the time? I'm just going to ask the question because I know how my house was growing up, and it was dicks out all the time. You have to have dicks out all the time, right? That's what happens when you're overpowered with boys. It's dicks out all the time. Me and my dad ran around with our cocks out all the time. It was cocks out all the time.
My boys are naked
All the time?
after the bath or after their shower.
Yeah.
And they'll run around the house naked or like they'll just run from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll do a little helicopter
You got
or something.
to. You got to. I'm glad that that's still going
But
on.
TC does not walk around naked in front of the boys.
Well, he's very modest. Yeah.
And I don't either because one time Max said, "Whoa, that Virginia is hairy."
That's a Lamborghini.
Sapphire blue.
Whoa, that Virginia's a hair. That's great.
I was like,
He's like an old Southern lawyer.
All right.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
No more of this.
What Maisie calls Andrea's because it's hairy too. Maisie calls it a twisty vagina.
All right.
I gotta call it a twisty
Just
vagina.
sharing too much.
Yeah. No. This is
Listen, you catch you on the wrong day.
Yeah, this is the stuff people like. This is the stuff people like because I bet you a good 40% of our listeners have twisty vaginas. The ladies.
It's more than that.
Listen, the older we get, it's not Valentine's Day every day like it used to be.
I like it. I like the hair on it.
You get what's in stock.
We don't need to go there. I know you hate it. But I like it. It's in right now. I like it. I like a full trim bush.
I
Yeah.
was telling him
Younger girls have full bushes.
What do you
But
like?
they're trimmed. They're trimmed.
What do you like?
Jeff Howell used to say, 20 years ago, he'd say, "I don't like it, clean and shaven because I don't like that. I need to know. I like a woman.
Yeah.
I want a real woman."
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, yes.
I'm just lazy. I'm like, I'm not going to.
No, I know. Me too.
Cut it
But
down anymore.
I mean, just show me what gets better by putting hair on it. I know.
I mean, instantly. Like look at it, like you without hair, you look like King Kong Bundy. You've said it. So you are your own example. Like if you put hair on it, you look a lot more handsome.
Yeah. What's what we're used to, though. If we all lived on a planet of baldies, then that would be what we're used to. I'm just saying that I think it's just nostalgia that people are used to.
Nostalgia. I wasn't horny with. I didn't grow up around so you're almost like a Freudian thing, like because my mom had a bush and that's what I saw. That you think I'm into it? That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's kind of fucked up.
no, I think he means he wants it clean.
Which is out of utility. You just take
I
the
get what you're
hair
saying.
out.
Yeah, we've had this. This is like the new sit stand. This is the new sit stand. What do ladies like? I don't even know what ladies like more.
I like on a man.
Yeah.
I don't like it bicked. Definitely not.
Well, I didn't expect that. I'm a Bic man.
You're going to get.
They call me Nick the Bic. They call Bic my dick Nick. I'm going to start calling you Bic my dick Nick.
And then because you guys get lazy, it starts growing in after it's bicked, and it's...
Yeah, and then when you're riding it, that's when you start getting the chapped lips, like you've been eating too many Ruffles. You get the cracks in the corner of your lips.
It's like when you shave your beard and all of a sudden you're younger but worse.
I'm not. Yeah, there's a guy that did a song about that. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's an AI song too, but that's how I am. So I'm not growing my beard ever again. This is
cutting it.
You're not cutting it ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah, you look like a frog.
But right now I'm starting to look like a small wizard.
You are getting a little homeless.
Yeah. I am. I'm definitely getting homeless. With the hold on. If I pull my hoodie down a little bit,
just take like a
and pull my hat down. Hey, come on, excuse me.
People are going to start handing you homeless.
Now I'm gonna walk up to people.
Bags.
I can walk up to people and be like, hey, let me show you how to use that pocket machine.
We were doing a charity video this morning, and I was looking at because Daniel turned the phone around so we could see each other.
Yeah.
And I was looking, and I'm sitting on the couch of the polo, and then Daniel's a hat, a bunch of blankets on, a big beard.
Yeah. It looked like he found his dad.
Doing some sort of my own charity work.
You took him under your wing.
Yeah.
He was the charity.
I found the golden boy for his mom.
Can I ask you? Did you get your wife something for Valentine's Day?
Yes, I did. So,
yeah, he always does.
And this is what I want to bitch about because it's meaningless nonsense garbage, and I go, just like everybody.
Wow, but did she know that? Maybe keep that to yourself.
She does know it.
Don't bring her in here and reveal that.
See, we all just trade each other garbage. Yeah. We're all like, oh. So I, just like everybody else, ran to Publix last night. At 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I get in there, and now
not me. I was blowing the leaves off my car because I just washed it.
Again, focused on himself.
And the leaves got all over. I was so mad, so I blew all the leaves off my car.
You're like, there's something I need to do with that leaves.
Well, there was something.
And I show up there, and then it's me and a bunch of panicked nerd dads and fat dads.
Yeah.
All around.
A lot of embroidered polos, I'll tell you that.
As the Publix employees restock vigorously the flowers and the cards, and they make it's a huge display. And then we're all just standing around, and then I'm standing next to another like
Andy Reid,
a Puerto Rican dad. He's standing there, he's sweating, looking at all the stuff.
His Bluetooth there.
the
chocolates. He's serious. He took his Bluetooth out. I need to focus on this, man.
And then we look at each other. We're like, what do they want? What do they get the box of Whitman?
Well, they don't
sampler?
want anything that's there. So at this point, it's just a gesture, right?
A teddy bear,
Nobody
a flower.
I don't think anybody wants the heart-shaped box of chocolate.
I know. No. That's what I bought.
Now, hold on a second.
I was like, why did he buy that?
I do
It's the only garbage there.
I love a Whitman sampler.
Then don't go to Publix.
I love a Russell Stover. I do.
We got a Russell Stover.
I love a Russell Stover. I am. I'm a cheap date.
Yeah.
If I were gay, it would be so easy to please me. I'll suck your dick for a Russell Stover.
But
heart.
I don't even eat chocolate. I don't eat chocolate.
I've never seen you eat chocolate.
I do not eat candy.
I've never seen you eat
why
sweets.
Why did you buy me candy?
I've never
That's
seen you
the
eat
only
sweets
thing they
ever.
got.
You're a salt person, aren't you? Popcorn.
Buy me some popcorn.
Valentine's Day is the same day every year. The day before your birthday. Why can't you plan and order something?
It's okay though, because I really don't want anything. Like I appreciate that he did something. He got me flowers and a box of chocolates from him and the kids, because I want the kids to like learn how to
treat a lady
yeah. or do some nice things, and they enjoy getting something for me, and I express how happy I am and thankful
and
or
they
whatever.
get big smiles,
so I appreciate
right?
that, yeah. But I do agree. I'm so tired of gift giving. I'm tired. I don't want to give you a gift. I don't want you to get me a gift. I'm 43.
We're done with it. I mean, like,
I don't want to do it for Christmas.
My selfishness
I don't
pretty
wanna
much, I think my selfishness pretty much weeded out the gifts for me and you, right? Would you agree with that? Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, naturally, I feel like because I buy everything.
It wasn't even conscious.
I think because I buy everything I want whenever I want it.
Yes.
And that's
the thing. You can buy, if you want something, you'll just get it.
Because you're an adult.
I don't want you asking me, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, I literally buy things I don't need.
Do you want to see what I got? This is pretty cool. I mean, for me.
This was Maisie.
Okay, now Maisie
got
definitely.
She picked
I mean,
it
this
up.
is definitely my daughter. Like, she knows. So I have this card here, and then we open it up. Here we go. This is awesome.
Very cute.
All right.
And that is totally something that a kid would pick out, and it's adorable.
Yeah. You know how much this was? $175.
Yeah, I bet.
$175 for this card. And then they got me a toy. This is how immature I am. My daughter remembered that for Christmas, one of my jokes, which, by the way, we are having a real problem in the Dennis household with me joking all the time. I bring that up on every show because it is a real thing. My wife and my daughter basically have told me in a very nice way to shut the fuck up at all times.
Just everything can't be a joke.
Right. But then they did get me the best gift you could ever get me for Valentine's Day, because during Christmas this was one of my jokes, but it wasn't really a joke. I was serious about this one.
He kept saying the name Aquafairies, and it was a joke, and then I didn't get it for him for Christmas because I didn't pick up that he would want a child's toy, and he was like super pissed off about it.
Aquafairies.
So Maisie goes, "You have to order it."
Yeah, Maisie, remember, it's called Aquafairy. It's these little trays. They look like little cookie cutters, and you put this like
goop in it,
and then you gently.
Oh my god, I want those so bad.
Yes.
Yes. And you put them in water and they turn into a little squiggly toy.
Come over, date night. Fuck yeah,
I wanted
man.
to get those for the boys.
Fuck yeah, Crystal Van. Hold on. How can I give you a chance?
What is that?
Yeah,
I wanted to get that for the boys for Christmas, but
Aquafairies.
I had to order it like 2 months in advance.
Yes, it took so long.
Yeah.
So we ordered it right after
from
Christmas.
Wuhan. It's right from Wuhan. It's like a little cookie cutter, and you put a goop inside of it, and then you gently lay the goop in water, and for whatever reason, the water reacts with the goop, and it cures the little stencil and makes like a little squishy figurine.
You know those little squish toys the kids have?
Yeah.
They're just like a little round pink pig or something. It's like a squishy toy.
Okay.
It makes those. You make it yourself.
You make your own squishies in the water, and you can make their eyes. You can make like a snowman. You can make like a rabbit. You can make like a dog.
Maisie was so excited to get
Because
it to him.
I guess I want this. I'm trying to find a real answer. I guess I want this because I'm a selfish fucking child. I don't know.
But what do you do with them?
You make it. You play with it.
But Maisie's,
I would do it.
Playing with that.
love
I'm gonna play with
language.
that.
What do you mean?
He'll
I
bring it to
literally
you on
squealed
Tuesday.
like a girl when I got it. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Maisie's love
Aquafairy.
language is giving gifts, so she
does
walked
that hurt?
past what we had set out for her to make sure
Yeah.
he
She
saw
didn't even
it.
care what I gave her. I got her a bunch. Like
Toys.
I always fuck up Valentine's Day, right? For everybody. I'm not good at it. But I did not forget Maisie. In fact, a month ago,
Right.
I had it all dialed away. In fact, I got tied up here, and I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do, which is a scavenger hunt for all these little gifts I got her. But I ran out of time,
So
I just had to kind of put him out there. But I took care
I
of.
saw you playing pinball for hours the other day.
It's because he thought of himself.
Hey, don't talk about that. No, he's not
Hey,
really.
I thought you were defending a monster
Not
over
so much.
here.
Not too much.
Only
That tips the balance of power.
Yeah.
The fact that you know Aquafairies, you have made my fucking weekend.
I
I've
love it.
never been happier.
Well, that's what we're going to be doing while you guys are camping.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Making
playing with a fucking
Aquafairies.
child's toy, Aquafairies.
But I can't actually believe you're playing with it because I don't understand.
I feel like it's okay, you can be creative because you can add your own colors to the little mold, and then it's also like a little bit sensory. I feel like because you put it in wet. And then you dump it in the water and you watch it turn into the thing, and then you take it out and you play with it.
Yeah, it's like meditative a little bit.
It seems like like that little painting thing. Sometimes you just want to zone out and just do something.
I know.
Okay, so it's about meditation. I can get
Just-
behind that.
No, I mean, it's
Just let him
it's
have
about
it, Daniel.
fun. And I know this is the fun thing is something that you don't. It's to me, it's very much like pinball. It's something to do that isn't work. It's something to do that literally the purpose of it is literally just to make me happy, not
And
to
not
make
on
money,
your screen.
not to make money, not to do something
Right.
for somebody else. It's to do something for me to just put a smile on my face.
And it's like a new thing. We didn't have that as kids, so it's like a new kind of experience.
Yeah, and it seems almost unbelievable too. Like when I
I'm
see him, it
sure
looks
you'll
like
be
magic.
bored of it in a few times. After
Yeah.
a few
Yeah,
times.
I got him the small one. Him and Maisie can do it a few
it's so
times.
fun.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I want one of those.
Aquafera.
What?
Get your wife an
No,
Aquafera.
you don't.
I like
Hey,
it
what
that
are you
he's
gonna
telling
do
you
with
what
it?
you like.
By the way, we have way too much plastic garbage.
Well, this
not
is make your
plastic.
own. This is make your own.
Yeah. That's well, they convinced us to get all 3D printers, and now
my
we can
God.
make our own plastic garbage, and that's ruined the
You
world.
guys.
Because it's
They have
insane.
one. They know. Not only do we have one, his sister, I think, has 3 of them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she's got the
3D
big dogs.
She's got like big. She makes really cool, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like huge,
Statues
big, cool
and
things,
stuff.
and they're
She
all
made
really cool. But every time the kids go over there, they come home with like 5 printed things each, and I'm like, what do I do with all the printed stuff?
She made a 3D printed goddamn Velociraptor that says Tommy, that hangs on Tommy's door, that
It's
has claws.
Jurassic Park. Like it looks awesome.
And I've poked myself in the eye with it 20 times. I knocked the arms off because it's eye height for me. So every time I walk in there, I'm like, ah! And then I have to glue it back.
This is a hybrid of gripes. That's fair. Yeah, this is fair.
And then I'm looking at it, tripping over other plastic garbage. Speaking of that, okay, and I really appreciate.
Did you get him anything?
I got him a card.
I don't want anything. I don't want nothing.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I don't want any consumerism in this. I don't
Then
want
why do you
too much
feel like
garbage.
she needs? Because she's saying
It's
she
for the.
doesn't.
It's like the kids. I think
Yeah,
it's more.
it's
so
the
that
boys.
I'm doing it just for emotional. It's like, oh, I checked this emotional thing. I did this task.
So it's like,
That
I
is not-
remembered.
Yeah.
By the way, that
so
is
it's just like an
opposite
astronaut.
of
It's just like the
emotional,
astronaut. Close the hatch. All right. Close the hatch. Check
No.
that off.
Like for his birthday, he told me exactly what he wanted, and it's an item for the yard that he needs, and he would have bought 2 weeks ago, but he's like, all right, I'll just give this to you to buy for me as a gift, so you have something to buy for. Oh, I told you what I got you. Sorry.
I knew that. I said to buy it for me.
What the fuck is happening right
It's a
now?
Wi-Fi irrigation panel that I want for my yard.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
And you made
I'll
fun,
wrap it
and
anyway.
you made fun of Aquafairy.
No, that's irrigating my yard is
nothing fun about that.
Well, that's what dads and men do. They
Not
irrigate
this
their
one.
yard. Then you play with Aquafairy.
No way. I'm gonna play with Aquafairy, and I'm
They
gonna
look-
suck that meat.
Are there any other 48-year-olds that want Aquafairies?
Probably not. Probably not.
There's got to be some out there, right?
Yes, of
Yeah, I-
course. I got excited about it. I
Yeah,
think it's
and
fun.
you're not that old. I
You
just want
know,
to make sure
TC,
you know that.
you know what? Tommy said something the other day. I don't know if you talked about this on the show, but Tommy was just, in conversation, he made a comment that went something like, I don't understand people who are different than me. Or he said something like, I don't like people who
We should lock them all up in a
are
camp.
different than me. He didn't mean it. Okay, he did not mean it in terms of color or like nationality or language or anything like that. He meant like whenever he talks to Max and Max gets upset about something, Tommy says, I don't understand why that upsets you. You know? And so it's like, I don't understand.
It's irritating. I thought me and
Right,
Tommy
like-
talked a lot of time. I'm like, yeah, listen, you're
like Tommy
you
gets
just wait.
annoyed. Tommy gets annoyed by people who don't think the way that he thinks, and I'm like, oh my god,
It's gonna be a rough go.
you're your father's son, and TC cannot comprehend that somebody would want this fun little toy to play with. He's like,
Yeah.
what? I don't understand.
I think I've always been that way too. Like I think I've always been, and it is a weird thing, and maybe it ties into me not being able to not joke around. I know that's a defense mechanism too, if we're kind of digging into it. But I always gravitate to like I really do. Like I'm a child at heart. Like stuffed animals, little fuzzy keychains. I mean, Maisie's. I loved Maisie's. Her Valentines are the weirdest Valentines I've ever seen. They're little chicken nuggets that hang from a string.
They're emotional support chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do candy, so she got these like emotional.
Yeah, they're like
support
little
they stuffed animal
They're little
type?
stuffed
Yes.
animals. They're about an inch tall, and they're just little chicken nuggets that like sunglasses, like some of them a mustache or a smile or something. It's just weird, and I'm like, damn, you're my kid. You're 100%
but
my
the
kid.
kids loved it. One of the girls already put it on her backpack when she got to school.
Oh, that's what it looks like too. It's like
it's
an
an emotional support chicken nugget.
All right, yeah. Well, the kids love that. That's what I'm saying. Valentine's Day is for the kids. Can we all just agree on that as a society and
Yeah.
stop? And
No, I agree
all
with that.
adults say
It's for young dating people too, though.
Yeah.
Because if you're dating someone and they didn't get
You
you
gotta
anything for
prove-
Valentine's Day, then you're like, wait a minute.
Do you guys remember?
Cut it out.
First Valentine's Day. I agree with you. I don't remember our
I don't
first.
know.
No one
Valentine's
likes
Day.
it.
Like ours?
Yeah, I don't. I know
no.
I don't remember ours.
I do remember my first with my other boyfriend, though.
Damn, son. That is,
It doesn't bother me.
I don't understand why people get mad about that.
You had another boyfriend with a huge hog.
and you remember it more. Jesus Christ.
That's
Antonio.
that's another part of it, and then now it's this. Anyway,
What did he get you?
Also, 30 years ago.
30?
Yeah, something.
Do you still
was it,
have
13?
it? Do you still have it?
No, no.
What was it, if I may?
Oh, virginity?
God damn. And then my wife laughed at you like a bully, and then they're like, let's go to break. We'll be right back. It's the Crystal and Andrea show, motherfuckers.
Let's go to break.
That was fucked up.
I did
during
bully
the
your
break,
husband.
That was fucked up.
I need to
Damn.
talk to my wife and explain to her.
Regain control. My God.
That,
I don't even know what just happened. I'm sweating.
Not good for business.
Yes, it is. I'm sure that chat room is going crazy.
All right.
Sign up to be a BDM if you want to hear more of those stories.
No, we're not doing more of those stories. What the hell are you talking about? The name of the artist is McLusky. The name of the song is Way of the Exploding Dickhead. That's the name of the song. I think you'll like it. It's punk rock. We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOMNDAN. We'll take your calls. If you want to call in. We'll do it. We'll do like Live Call Thursday.
Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo do it. John Bustecker works for Mo, and
What did Mo do to the world to get that curse? You know what I mean? Come on. Take that, Bustecker. No, I love you. I love you, buddy.
They put on a ton of great events each year, and sign up to become a Mo VIP.
Absolutely.
You'll get a metal card with your name on it in the mail.
I'll go one further.
Yeah.
You said they put on a lot of great events. I think for a law firm, I think they put on the best events.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Better than any, there are these other guys in town that try to wow you with things that seem impressive. They're not fun. They're not good events. Mo does the best events.
And all for a great cause, and including the charity bowl-a-thon that Mo's doing.
Yeah, we're going to be at that. In fact, you can't bid on us because we sold out, because that's how popular we are.
I don't know about how popular.
I don't know about that either.
But,
it's April 12th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to be out there. And it's all to benefit Rosie's Adventures, which just Google that. I mean,
great cause. Yeah.
It's an amazing cause, and we love helping the kiddos, and we know you will too.
So just sign up to become a VIP. JustCallMo.com.
Hey, that ended a little more abruptly than I thought. Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Andrea and Crystal are here. How you guys doing?
Hey.
So, to kind of finish off Valentine's Day, because there's not too much more that to talk about Valentine's Day, because I feel like most adults don't really look forward to it per se. Either you've been married or been in a relationship too long, or you're single.
I like how he framed that. You've been in a relationship too long.
Well, it's too long to care about.
I'm upset.
Some corporate holiday.
I do like going to a nice dinner. I like that, and I'm sorry that I didn't. I wish that I
packed.
Right,
it's the worst time to go tonight to a dinner.
It kind of is, but
That's true. Yeah.
I do wish though. There is a part of me that when I think about it, initially I think, oh yeah, I want to be that guy, but I know I won't. I don't think I will.
Can I tell you how this motherfucker started the day, though?
All right.
No.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah.
So this is my other gripe. So laying there, just kind of waking up. I rolled over. I said, "Happy Valentine's Day," and he was like, "Oh yeah, Happy Valentine's Day."
I did say, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. And then we're talking about our day. And then we have a wedding tonight, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, you're coming into the show today," and I said, "Oh what?"
You didn't know until this morning?
And honestly, my blood pressure went up, my heart, I was like, excuse me, I have to work, what?
Well, you work,
a couple hours notice?
But let's be honest, you work from home, right? People that work from home, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Everybody knows if you work from home, you can set aside a little bit of time to come over and do something.
What if I had to move around some meetings today so I could join you? But I like to plan. I don't like the last
That was an oversight
minute.
on my. That was I fucked that up.
Going
I fucked
back
that up
to
real bad.
He's focused on.
Yeah, I fucked that up real bad. I did.
Like-
I did.
Even my ring told me that
Yeah,
my
had-
heart rate went.
Her Nuvo ring, like, told her
Not
it was like,
Nuvo ring. That's like the one that goes inside.
oh, well, whatever.
Aura.
Ring. Well, whatever. You guys got too many fucking rings.
You know what? I'll text you in the future.
You usually do. You usually ask, "Hey,
Oh, so you guys have a secret language.
Yeah, well, I'll just tell
start
you.
texting Crystal stuff about you, motherfucker.
That's fine.
Your aqua fairies. You guys can text about your aqua fairies.
This is just
Yeah,
to
I was
get
like,
the
I made you an
business
aqua
done.
fairy.
Because you know what's funny is that we came up with this idea 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
and
I've known about it for quite a while.
yeah. And
Sorry, Daniel.
The original idea.
Fine, I deserve all of it. I
It's
really
funny,
do. I
'cause
really do.
Daniel came up with the idea. He's the one that's like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, it would be funny if we bring the girls in for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day because Friday Free Show's on a Valentine's Day. And then what we'll do is
Yeah.
we'll buy each other's wives Valentine's
This was
Day
the
gifts.
original gift. Like, I was going to buy Crystal gift, and you were going to buy Andrew a
yeah,
gift.
I'm glad you guys really.
Why didn't we do that? Where's my gift?
And then
I'll
we're
tell
gonna
you why. I'll tell you why.
You guys really
Because then
followed through.
We
on
spent the next 2 weeks panicking about what to buy each other's wives, and
He's right.
I was like, God damn, what is Andrew like? Books, what the fuck? I Google the word books, and then I was like, what the fuck is all this?
I told her.
these pages.
And then I was like, what gifts for book lovers? And then a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh, fucking none of this
And then
is
I
funny.
told him, I go, hey, I don't want to ruin the bit, but if Crystal's as picky as she is with movies, I go, I don't know what to I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And then it dawned on me.
And
I
then
was
he's like, we're not fucking doing this.
I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. It's not that like we can't get our own wives good gifts. We definitely can't get other wives good gifts.
Right.
We're fucking just not good at it.
What if you guys had gotten us like better gifts by swapping?
Right. No,
then-
because I probably would have really liked what Daniel picked out for me.
You would have forgotten.
And you
I would've forgotten
putting
it.
thought into it. He
Yeah,
was putting.
I was
he would
trying.
have probably bought you something practical that you would have been found useful
Yeah.
and enjoyed.
I spent 2 hours. I'm looking up books and makeup.
Okay.
Daniel, you should have just got the aqua
I
fairy.
looked up.
Now that I know, I mean, holy shit! I just give you mine.
I
and
looked
I get
up-
a whole run.
I'm like, what do people like with thick hair? I start thinking about shit.
Like a brush or something.
And then I'm like, I know she likes getting cars towed.
You know whatever's really going to get you? You know what's going to get you? Honestly, the first thing I
Tow
thought
truck.
of, and that's why I kept asking you, like, how much are we spending? How much are we spending? I was going to get you something to hang in your kitchen. Like, the first thing I thought of, I was like, I have to get her, like, a stained glass or something. Like, I have to get her something nice for the kitchen, for the area that you spend the most time with your, like, because it's like an area that
You
you
guys
cook
thought
and
more about each other's wives
Yes.
than you did.
Well, I forgot Valentine's Day again. I completely.
Yeah, so that was my gripe this morning. Is this motherfucker?
Yeah, well, I.
Drop this bomb on me.
Yeah, and I've not been doing well lately.
Well,
And
yeah, you're consumed by the hips. You
Yeah.
know, like all
But we're
this.
gonna get the hips are in
yeah,
motion.
they have,
Yeah,
did I
but
get my
that's
date
what
yet?
couldn't
Did he
be-
call me back? The guy?
No, they're supposed to call me
Okay.
like
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah. But
No
it's-
doctors work on Friday.
But
That's true. That's
it's
true.
this whole process. It's clouding your brain.
It's
you know?
making me a little more crazy than normal. I will say that.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for him to have a new hip.
I have found that the older I get, and it's not the same thing as what you're going through, Daniel, obviously, but if I have something on the horizon, it's harder for me to focus on what I have to do today.
I agree with
Like
that.
if like okay, I have to make this phone call or whatever, but I also have to fold this laundry. Like I need to get the phone call out of the way so I can focus on the laundry.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can't focus. I don't know if there's
Andrea
something
can-
pending.
yeah.
I'm a little cloudy.
That's how I am too. Like if I were waiting as a hypochondriac, if I were waiting on like a blood test that I were worried about, I have to sit in a still position until I get my results. I can't do anything.
Well, what if it takes a week?
Frozen.
Yeah, I have to be frozen
no,
at times.
he will not do
Yeah.
anything else.
I'm not
he will
saying
come
it's a
home,
good
he
thing.
will go from here
It's
to home.
It's a debilitating
back to work.
level
Yeah.
of anxiety and depression is really what the fuck it
We're
is.
kind of in a holding pattern
Yeah.
too right now until we get that like hip surgery date.
Yeah.
This guy
Gotta get my date.
can't focus on anything else. We can't,
Yeah.
go do anything. So, yes.
Man, I'm ruining the entire family. I'm ruining I can't go to the
Really
camping
dragging
trip.
Maisie and I
forgot.
down.
I forgot.
Happy Valentine's. Well, here's some people have it worse. Because
absolutely.
At first I was thinking, I'm like, hey, we should bring like a newlywed couple in here, and then I made a post on the BDM page. I was like,
God.
who has picked the worst partner?
There's
in
some.
life? Right?
That was one of the funniest threads I've ever read in my life.
So I'm like,
Hopefully they're not still together if they're answering.
Yeah, I know. Well, I laughed about that too.
I don't think we got any that were still together.
But I was
could
like,
be wrong.
Who here has picked the worst partner or the most incompatible partner in their past or whatever? Send me an email. I got a string of emails that were some of the worst I've ever
Did
read.
it make you feel better about yourself?
I mean, filled with abuse and mental
Horrible
illness.
shit. Yeah, real bad.
like stuff that I was like, "Whoa, this isn't funny."
Twisted tales of deceit.
Yeah. I wanted someone who farted too much. And then I realized, like, there's been people get stuck in horrible relationships.
Well, you can't get out.
And then, it's an interesting phenomenon because all the emails had a similar story.
Level of desperation to them.
Well, desperation, also repeated horrible things, and they just kept doing it over and over.
Yeah.
And you're stuck in this. They're like, oh, this person did this.
Never-ending nightmare.
And they're like, then it's like 4 or 5 years of this. I'm like, oh shit.
This is the shit or get off the pot theory that Andrew and I were talking about earlier.
But I think people just get stuck in horrible situations.
What's
and
scary
then,
to do?
Well, yeah, they
unknown
can't
is scarier.
Right,
the comfortability of even something terrible, and that's
the devil you know.
That's the true setting. There it is.
To have to start over and like do it on your own, and
I got emails of people that were like, being gaslit and like physically and mentally abused. I was just like, God damn,
some heavy shit. Yeah.
Anyway, so none of that.
Yeah. No.
But all I'm saying is it could be worse.
Our heart goes out.
Yeah. If your husband forgot Valentine's Day, I mean, I'll send you this email.
Yeah.
You'll be like, well, at least it's not that.
I was wondering, did you put those in a folder for later when you're like feeling bad about yourself? You're like, I'm just gonna read this.
No, some of these were you'd never want to read them again.
But we had a couple funny ones, including I think a girl BDM wrote about her boy or husband.
Yeah, this was a boyfriend. I think she said. You again. The question was worst partner or incompatible. Or, she said, oh man, I dated a guy in my early 20s who sucked. Came into work one day and saw flowers on my desk. No card. I texted to ask if he left them, and he responded, anything for you, babe. As I was reading his text, a group of guys from downstairs walked in and were like, oh, cool, you got the flowers we said. Thanks again for your help on the project. I was like, did you take credit for the flowers you didn't actually send me? And he was like, I do so many nice things for you that sometimes I lose track. And so I assumed I just sent them.
God.
The same guy.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, it is a great excuse.
No, it's not. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I would not have fallen for that.
I wouldn't be quick enough to think on my feet like that. And I think I'm pretty quick.
That's a con artist.
I think I'm pretty quick on my feet. And when I read that, I go, flag that for later.
I appreciate a good con artist.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I flagged it to use it.
That's a good con artist improv.
Hey, iron sharpens iron, right? I mean, and then he said, okay, hold on.
She said.
Or she said, yeah, I do. Same guy asked me to grab his digital camera and pick some pictures for us to print out one afternoon. In between pictures of us, I found an up-the-skirt shot of a girl who was definitely not wearing underwear. He tried to convince me it was me. That's fucking amazing. Like, who? Again, that's not a real human.
I gotta meet
Like,
this
I don't
guy.
own that. I don't own that plaid skirt.
I would have never gone that way.
And then she ends with, like, I don't know what my own vagina looks like, which led me to ask both of you, since we have you, do you know what your own vagina looks like?
Yes.
Like, could you pick it out of a lineup?
From what angle are we talking?
All right, Chungus, bring in the photos.
Like up skirt. Like, could you tell?
Could you recognize your penis?
I don't know. Way.
No way, man. Hey, no way, dog.
No way.
Hey, y'all want to see the leprechaun? Say yeah. Hey, no way, dog. You got a little too excited at my penis question. You were ripping your shirt off, jumping around.
I was just saying, I don't look at it that much.
What are you talking about? You are literally I mean, you just doing it every day.
Hey,
No, I
you
see
look at
it.
your penis every day?
But it's not something
I think
abnormal.
Does he look at his penis a lot every day?
Well,
No,
if
no.
it's in his hand,
No,
yeah.
but you see it. No, yeah, but you're not studying it.
No, yeah.
Like
I know I study my penis.
like I couldn't even tell what my feet look like.
I know.
I
This
can
is-
pick Daniel's penis out of
These are the difference
Really?
between.
Yes.
Well, it's uncircumcised. Number one. Number
well,
number
out
two.
of a bunch of 5
Yes.
uncircumcised.
Yes.
I know my penis. I know my birthmarks on it. I know I got a little mark on this side of it, on the left side.
Ew.
And I know that on. Yeah, I know I got a little mark.
You know, Daniel knows that because he's looked at it
Yeah.
thinking the birthmark is something bad.
Cancer.
Oh, yeah,
100% thought it was
So
cancer.
that's why he knows every inch
Just
of his
scratching.
body.
Yeah, I have scratched the birthmark, dude. This is like you guys know I'll share. I don't care. I've scratched the birthmark, and I've scratched it until it got raw.
Right,
Because
and
I was
then
like, I got to
flaky.
scratch it.
Right, and now you're like, oh, it's red. Something's wrong with it.
No, I'm relieved because it's underneath the rawness. I still see like the freckle, because it's just like a freckle. And then I'm like, okay, great. Now I got to let it heal. It was like I got relief because I got to the bottom of it. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like it was my way of determining that absolutely it was a freckle.
Well, do you know, like, how would you have known if
Well,
it wasn't?
if I start like
freckled still?
scratching my balls and there's a discoloration, I start scratching my balls and then the discoloration falls off, I'm gonna pass out and I have to go to the doctor.
Oh,
You see what I'm
okay.
saying?
Really?
The
It fell off?
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, I scratched the mole.
But what's
off.
weird to me about that is
Yeah.
that, like, biologically, does that mean, like, is a birthmark deep and something else isn't? Like, do you know that?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're
So
talking
why
about.
did one give you a relief or not?
Then it never makes. It's irrational.
Daniel,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's all
It's
crazy.
crazy. And you know what's funny is you're asking me the questions, so you're like Dr. Crazy. It's like too crazy.
Daniel
Dr.
would call
Crazy,
me
interview
in
crazy
with his
person.
dick in his hand and be like, "Can you look at this spot for me?
God.
Like, can you
This is
can you get
spiraling out of
really
control."
close with a flashlight and make sure that this is okay?"
But I just mean,
Wait,
why
do
did
you
I
look at
give you relief?
I looked at every inch of this
Yeah.
guy's body
Yeah.
because of
She's
his
seen it all.
ailment.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, she's seen
Between his cheeks.
She's seen in the hole.
Yes.
No, not in the hole.
In the hole. That's the name of the show. It's in the hole.
No, don't
Yeah,
say
she's
it.
seen it.
No,
Not
come
the
on.
whole.
Yeah,
Come on.
the whole thing.
This happened. The
This is
other.
love.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just
I've
happening
seen.
behind the scenes, and other people just don't talk about it. They hide this because it's too embarrassing. right?
I think that sometimes I think that this could be completely bullshit, but sometimes I think that there are tons of people just like me because we know that there are tons of people that claim via email that they're just like you, and I know that there are people just like me out there. I know that you're either a Tom or a Dan, and I know there are a lot of hypochondriacs out there like Seth. I know for a fact that Tracy, his beautiful wife, has
She's
looked
looked
at
in
his
that hole.
asshole. I know it. I'll bet my life on it.
So just because I know 2 of them, that means
They're everywhere, dude.
They're everywhere.
that it must
ratio.
be statistically gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what's really sad? And I'm not
'Cause I've never
I'm
even
not busted on these people or making fun of them. The vast majority will never talk about it.
Yeah.
The vast majority will never say how crippling it feels when your mind starts convincing you you're dying.
I saw a meme this week and it said, like, you know you're in real love when, and it was like a picture of a girl, like, picking or, like, maybe popping a pimple on her, like, husband's face. Like, when you start picking at them and, cleaning them like monkeys do, you know that's real love.
Pimple popping has been a thing for years. You pop a pimple on your husband's back. You're looking in the inside of his
I
butthole
don't
for
like that.
cancer. So is that
See, I
different?
feel like
that's a weird
I feel
thing.
like
right?
the butthole makes more sense to me because the pimple, I'm like, that's just disgusting. That's casual shit. The butthole, that's like we're married.
Yeah,
You
but
know, like
she's
that-
also not a doctor.
I
so-
also need to look in his butthole so he'll shut the fuck up.
No, okay, yeah.
Because if I don't, it's going to go on for
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
longer.
So you're just stopping it.
I'm just stopping
Well,
it.
now that I know that, I will never have you look at my butthole, and it will continue. How about that?
I just close my eyes and just say I did, just so I don't have to remember. But you're like, I look back there, it's fine.
I know because you would never ask Crystal to do it. Would you take a picture of it and look at it yourself?
No.
Oh, I've taken so many pictures.
Oh, my God,
I've
I
sent
know.
my wife more pictures of my butthole than I've
No,
sent her pictures of
of your
my daughter.
doo-doo.
Of my, and
This
my
fucker
doo-doo.
sends me
I've
his
sent her my
doo-doo all the
doo-doo.
time.
I've sent her my butthole.
No.
Everything.
Anything.
You delete those, right? What do you do? I've never asked.
I have to swipe away the message so Maisie doesn't like go into like text,
Yeah.
"Hey, daddy," and then there's a picture
She
of your
can see
doo-doo.
it. It's fine. We're
No.
family. She can see it.
Well,
That's why she can't swipe on his phone.
all these things are statistically unlikely, so I've put them out of my mind.
Gotcha.
It's like the chance of cancer and all these rare diseases are 2%. So there's no reason to worry about it.
Just don't tempt the universe, please.
He doesn't
You're
believe
throwing
in
it
that.
out
I know, you scare me when you say that.
He believes in the universe, but not tempting it. Yeah.
Well, you'll know when I get butt cancer. It's coming because I'm not even looking at it. It hurts too. There's something back there.
You're gonna have to get a colonoscopy in the next few years.
Nah.
Yeah, you got 2 more years. They moved it up
45.
to 45, which is
No.
I do think that
I want to go get one. I'm ready.
Go get it.
Give me the calcium. Give me the butt scan. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just check me all out, and
Right.
I'll just not get it.
You want to hear the? You want to hear this other story?
Yes.
Story number 2 from the BDM page. I think I had the worst wife of all times. We met when she was 21 and I was 23. Married at 27, divorced at 31. Best years of my life with the wrong person. She constantly lied about everything, saying she was a zoo trainer, race car driver, lawyer, and mechanic are all examples. Our friend group would always sigh when those stories started. She lied so much that when we would go to a bar, she would accuse guys of touching her ass just to get me into a fight with them. I felt so bad yelling at these poor guys that did nothing wrong. I knew they didn't do anything at the time.
You still did it.
Still yelling, just to appease her.
Right, probably
that's
so.
what it seems like. When we got married, I paid for everything. Her dad gave her $5,000 cash to help out with the wedding, but she kept it all and denied ever getting it. I was there and saw the whole thing. I was included in the conversation.
Why did you
with
run
her dad
at
giving
that
the money.
point?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got a ton of stories of people over and over years
Like
of this.
you're like in too deep at that point.
Well,
Yeah,
this one,
You're like the wheels are in motion. It's too embarrassing to back out.
But like
now.
this sounds like he is dealing with a true pathological liar because he said like he was in the conversation when the guy's like, "Hey, I'm giving you this $5,000 to help you guys out," and then she's like,
Right,
"We never got
she
the
has a
$5,000," and he was
problem.
standing right there.
Yeah, she's got a
She constantly kept me out late to parties or the bar when I wanted to go home and sleep for work the next day. The morning after one of those nights, I was to go to work and I was exhausted. Made a mistake and crushed the end of my finger off. 2 days later, I'm hopped up on pain pills, one-handed and in pain. She got off work around 7, but I didn't hear from her until 9 p.m. I called, texted, no answer. I drove to the bar she went to around midnight, and she was there with her friends drinking. I got upset, and she got mad at me that I was upset. I went back to school for physical therapy. It was a hard program, so I studied hard. I went to school Monday through Friday and worked construction Saturday and Sunday for 2 years. After I graduated, things were great between us. My wife of 3 years left me 2 weeks after my birthday and 2 days before my licensure exam for physical therapy. She said she was bored, accused me of being abusive, threw away pictures I had of my dead father and my diploma, ended up with some other guy she met.
My God.
Good God, I didn't expect that ending because I thought he turned it around at the end, and he's like, and then once I busted my ass away from her, we grew apart, but then it made the relationship better, and then she left.
She
threw away
did
my
him a
diploma.
favor, by getting, because this guy sounds like he would have just ridden it through to who knows.
So his friends were sitting around every time she'd start talking about, back when I used to race, cars or back when I used to train porpoises at the SeaWorld or whatever.
Yeah.
The friends were just like, oh, God, here she goes again.
What do you tell
We had a
your
friend that
friends
had that.
Would
Yeah.
you tell your friend?
We had a friend that was a pathological liar that when we would all go out, she would say crazy shit that didn't happen.
It depends
A long
on
time ago.
how good of a friend they are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You don't like confrontation, so I feel like you wouldn't tell that friend, hey, this bitch is crazy.
You're right. But depends on how good of a
If
friend
it's a
they
Miami
are.
It
friend.
doesn't matter.
A Miami friend, I would have said
It could
something.
be your sibling, and you're not going to say it. It doesn't matter because
That's
it doesn't matter.
but that's a different weight.
It doesn't matter what you say to that person. They already love that person more than they care about you in that moment. So it doesn't matter what you say.
And it's going to
You're just going
affect
to
our
damage
friendship.
your friendship,
Yeah.
and then you're not going to be there for them when shit happens. So you unfortunately just have to write it out.
But
Like,
going.
you know how it's going to end. You see, you're like,
God,
okay.
God.
You're
But
like,
what if it's our
"Ah."
kids? What if our kids get with a crazy?
Oh no,
cuckoo
They will.
bananas.
No.
One of our kids will.
I will. I'll try whatever I can to put a stop to it.
You know what's going to be hard?
Yeah, but you can't do it with the
Kidnap them.
boys because then you look like the crazy mother.
I'll meet their family. I'll be like, I'll give you $10,000 to take your kid, or to figure out a way
hard to do that.
Break 'em up.
I'll
and
pay
I hate
you.
to say this, but it's hard to do that. And you want to know why? Because these people, these crazy people, they fuck so good. And as a young man,
how good is it,
dude? It's you can't even. I can't even explain it here.
I can't be that much better than
that's
the
some
norm.
crazy.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. They're frogging.
Frogging plus. And you
What's
only-
plus about it?
Frogging plus.
I've seen all the videos.
Okay. There's front
I've
frogging.
never seen-
There's front frogging.
Yeah.
Then there's back frogging, and then there's side frogging. That's frogging plus.
Side?
Frogging on the side.
Where do you put their foot?
Pile
on your
driving.
chest?
They know. They know.
You never got that from me.
Maybe
so.
I know. I've never been frogged by you.
Because I'm not
That'd
crazy.
be too deep and poke my
Oh,
insides.
God.
But some people like it deep. The crazies, they like it deep.
I'm worried about
It's
knocking my
unlimited.
IUD
Yeah,
out
you
of
guys
the way.
are
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I don't like when you feel in my intestines.
Neither of you
I'd
guys
put
are
y'all
crazy.
in there.
You know, crazy girls.
Come on.
Crazy girls will lay on their stomach and let you do that move that porn stars do, where it's just you just stick it in there and then you're like driving it in there like a king.
If he was grossed out about the intestines, he didn't hear my IUD comment.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know how that works. I think
yeah.
that's probably more. He doesn't know where it goes or what it's
Yeah,
doing.
you know what I think? It's like a mosquito coil. You put it up there and then just slow releases some poison to kill my sperms. That's what I think it does. And I'm okay with just believing that. I'm totally okay with that. But yeah, they fuck crazy, the crazy ones.
Is it worth it? It's got to be.
Not worth it.
It's got to be.
No, definitely
Maybe
not worth it.
in the short term.
No, it's not. It's not worth it.
That's a
It's-
young man's game.
It is a young man. That is a young man's game. And then
And maybe it's so good that you're like, these things, whatever. I mean, who needs friends anyway? I don't even need my diploma.
it becomes manipulative. It
yeah.
becomes like weird. Where
I'm like, so what? This crazy bitch telling my friend she's a race car driver. I am sitting here when I'm drunk.
Blowjobs. And the worst that I have to do is she thinks she's Jeff Gordon.
Almost a small price to pay for a goddamn sideways frog. I'm mad at this guy.
Are you mad at it?
Yeah. I guess she left him, but so he wanted to stay with it. He was like, "Fuck it, whatever."
It sounds like he did want to stay with it. Again, the
you
reason
ride
he wanted
it out
to stay
till
with
she
it.
leaves.
And sir, you're welcome to email me back or post on the Facebook page. But I bet you because she fucked crazy.
I would like to know, did this guy, did he remarry, and is it chill now, or he just attract crazy?
Well, that's the thing. I got some multiple emails from people that had multiple horrible partners.
It was like a pattern of behavior at some point.
At some point, you're responsible.
Right.
It becomes very sad. Yeah.
And I'm like, your receptors are off. You're choosing the wrong person.
It's Max's favorite joke.
Yeah. So let's take another break.
You
When
wanna
we
take a
come
little
back, I want to tell you guys that I got chosen to become a chaperone
On the mud walk?
on the mud
That's a
walk.
big deal, dude. That's a
Got
big
the
deal.
call this morning. And
It's a big deal.
What
You're going to
was
have
the
mud
call?
in your butthole.
Don't talk about it. Why would you say that, Andrew?
But so I've been joking around about this mud walk for I'm not joking. Like I started making fun of this before kids.
We've been talking about this
on the radio.
I mean, for years.
Yeah,
Because it's like a 50-year tradition.
Yeah.
You guys love traditions.
Yeah, we like our own traditions. But
Family
You didn't
tradition.
do this in Miami?
no.
I did it.
I didn't do it.
I never even
did.
heard about
In
it.
the
Volusia
Everglades.
County and Orange County did not do that.
Yeah, I don't do it.
But ours was like an overnight. We did 2 nights in Everglades camping, and then one of them was a mud walk
In elementary school?
in elementary.
And
In fifth
2
grade.
nights camping?
Fifth grade,
That's
yeah.
rough. That's grit.
In the Everglades?
That's grit. No wonder she's so
You
tough.
guys have
That's
to
grit.
check each other for ticks or
I don't know.
Or just sleep in a tent or something?
It was like a pavilion.
Or is it like a Miccosukee
Yeah.
Indian pavilion?
Yeah,
or
no, it was
something?
like a thatch roof, raised off the ground pavilion type.
And you all slept in the pavilion.
Yeah, just on a sleeping bag.
How-
They can't do that now.
No, that would never happen.
No, never
What
fly.
year
Never.
was
happen
this?
now.
I was in 5th grade. I don't know.
So this
A year ahead of you.
This must have been 92 or something, or 93,
Something like that.
91?
Yeah.
So you went to a Miccosukee a Native American thing. I ran off
Yeah.
in the Everglades in Miami, and then you slept with your 5th grade class under a thatched roof
And mud walk.
for
2 days.
Mud walk.
Yeah, and
I would be afraid of the damn
What?
snakes in the Everglades at the mud walk.
one of the activities was at night. when it was pitch black, we all went out. We went out for a walk, and then so you're walking in a group, and one person has to stop every like 20 steps. So then the group keeps walking, and then one person stops by themselves. So you're standing out in the darkness alone, and what
is he stopping for? To hear if the Viet Cong are coming, like Lieutenant Dan?
No,
these are children.
Yeah, why?
No,
Why?
the students would
These
stop
are child alligator decoys.
just to experience the darkness. Maybe we were looking at the stars and like.
Is this like a scared straight?
No, it was at my elementary school.
Put some of this sugar on your lips, you bitch.
Yeah, are you sure you're not having a different memory from something your dad sent you some boot camp?
No,
Everglades boot camp?
No,
because it's hard to even
I'm gonna
believe.
fuck your ass, boy.
I have photos. I'll show you my photos. I have my not bongo. Were they like Z Cavarici shapes?
Z Cavarici with all of the different belt loops.
Well, but it was jeans. It was stonewashed jeans. Z
And you
Cavarici.
mud walked in.
Yeah.
That's fashionable.
And I had a hat on.
You had Z Cavarici mudwalk pants?
Did you like shower in some sort of Miccosukee goddamn campsite or some shit?
Yeah. It was like
Where were the adults?
Yeah.
they were there. I don't know.
When did you guys do Trial of the Snake?
It was like the PE teacher and like our teacher and then
That would never
Oh
fly.
my
And,
God,
like,
that got
one
me fingering
chaperone.
everybody.
one chaperone. Mr. Macaulay, that was his name. I remember. Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah.
We were standing out there alone in the dark, and you really felt like totally alone because the next student you couldn't see them.
But you
how
weren't.
far away they
Mr.
were.
Macaulay was there.
And you were supposed to be listening for the calls of animals, like the cats or the
ones that are coming to get you.
Did they sound like this?
Did the teachers set up the tents and all that? And
It
then
wasn't
like
a tent. We slept
Under the
all on
thatch.
the floor of
in like a
thatched
pavilion.
roof.
Oh, okay, so there was no just a sleeping bag under a pavilion.
Yeah.
And then they just turned off the lights at a certain time, and everybody.
Would
just,
you let your boys
A
do this?
pavilion has open
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I
sides.
would.
The
This is
sun
awesome.
goes down, the lights
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out.
I'm not.
We didn't do anything like even remotely close to that.
Did you guys go to sea camp?
Fuck no.
What's
We didn't go to
sea
sea
camp?
What kind of school did you go to?
Couple nights in the Keys, scuba diving,
No.
snorkeling and stuff. Yeah, you didn't do that.
That's not part of the.
Crystal, that's awesome.
No, you went to Kenwood Elementary. The same.
I went to
didn't. I
the
went to
Pioneer
Cypress.
Arts Settlement and churned butter.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's cool.
I turned butter. I didn't go to like scuba diving camp. Would have been amazing.
But it wasn't scuba. I'm sorry. It was we did
Snorkeling.
snorkeling and like we went into like
That's
the
some-
marine
That's
habitat.
cool.
Like,
That's some
we
rich
got to hold
Miami shit.
stingrays. And
that is
stuff.
some Miami shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, but in the early '90s, it wasn't like.
Oh, the chat room, a lot of sea camps.
sea camp. Yeah,
How-
it was so fun. I
Dude,
could
sea-
smell it. I could literally smell
Sea
it
camp sounds
right now.
Like
awesome.
Miami's rich now. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, it wasn't considered like it was up and coming, but it wasn't. Every house wasn't fucking insane amount of money.
No.
You know, like
We grew
things
up
were
in the
affordable.
sticks.
No.
Chat room would like to point out that mud walks with a hairy Virginia are the worst.
Well, yeah, I want to hear. So let's get. Yeah, I want to hear about your mud walk and stuff.
Oh yeah, we're taking a break. Let me get the music.
That was a long.
No, I can't believe.
Sorry.
Like I'm impressed with what you got to
TC
do.
cannot comprehend. The mind cannot comprehend
because
you doing.
Well, think about
Do
how.
you talk to your wife about her childhood at all?
Of course not. I'm not interested in any of that.
Now you are.
I gamble in the NFL and I like physics.
please,
TikTok
Mr.
videos.
Smart.
No. I'm just saying, like, my wife's history about what she did in elementary school.
I got no time for aqua fairies
like,
and nostalgia. That's garbage.
Who's your third grade teacher? No one cares about that. Anyway, but it's crazy that in 1991, like, people let their fifth grade kids go sleep for 2 days in the Everglades out under a thatched roof.
It wasn't like they just found a place and we slept there. Like it was a field trip.
It was
I
like
know.
a tradition.
Yeah, like-
but part of it was sleeping out in the Everglades and then walking out at night and could you imagine how
It would never happen now.
But
you don't
that would
do
be
anything
so
at night.
awesome. It was so awesome.
No, I would think it's awesome too.
Well, nothing
think
is a sleepover now, right? We don't have any of that. Like the DC trip that I went on, I did go on the DC trip where you stayed over in a hotel for a couple of days, but that's all I did.
Well, it's just like you said, everybody goes to, they're going to get your kids and finger them. Like that's
Yeah.
everybody's fear. It's like, no,
Where's the fear?
that's rare. You know, like
Right.
but it does happen. So it happened one time, and everybody's like, "Oh,
What's
shit!"
the worst case scenario? And
Yeah,
people
yeah,
go
yeah,
a
yeah.
tendency to go to worst case scenario.
Listen, I would
I want someone to take my kids to the Everglades.
I would want to be there though because I'm not that much of a fucking I talk a lot of shit, but I would be like, they're gonna watch. Like I wouldn't trust the teachers or the other parents to like watch my kid and make sure
You don't trust your own kid?
Yeah,
Right, like
I
we
do.
don't have wanderers. You know, our kids are.
I know.
Our
Yeah.
kids are like rule followers. They would be right there with the.
Why do you got to
class.
be there, though? That's what I would question. Why do you got to be there?
He's afraid the teacher's an idiot. He thinks everybody's an idiot.
No, I
Well,
don't.
but then the
No,
question
no.
is,
Okay, not
is
the
every-
actual current
but-
teacher. I don't mean that.
Yeah.
I just mean this hypothetical teacher who would be in the woods with them. You would feel, or the other chaperones, you'd be like, these people are probably idiots.
Because I think part
should
of
be
the
there.
lesson is not having you there.
Right.
That's probably,
Yes.
to me, that's the
Yes.
most important part, is that when you're there, the experience that they get
It's
is
different.
way different.
But I need to show my sons and all the other kids that I know about alligators.
But they don't want
and
that.
catch
There's
one.
they have
They
it.
lost their way now.
I'm like, I used to grow up in the Everglades. I'll tell you all about
Yeah,
it.
watch this.
Yeah. Where do you want to go? Huh?
They
Let's go
have
in the
a certain
mud.
curriculum they're following. They don't need
I'll teach
your
you about
stuff.
alligators.
All
I know
right,
all
first
about
thing
them.
we're going to do, we're going to bick our bushes down. We're about to get on the mud walk. All right, everybody take a razor and bick your bush down. We're about to get this mud walk going. All right, let's take a break.
Oh, my God.
Capital Cities is the name of the band. We'll be back with more of this. We'll close out the show with our loving wives. Happy Valentine's Day. This song is called Breathe in the Air. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to change your life? Do you feel bad? Is your
Change
sleep
your
bad? I mean, this can change your life. And Dr. Powers and his team at myeternalvitality.com could help you. I know Andrea has been seeing Dr. Powers for
She
a
has.
while now.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, you know, your hormones, pre-menopause is an actual thing. Menopause is a thing.
Yeah.
If you're battling that, if you're battling like weight gain or hot flashes or not sleeping at night, you can
Feeling
speak,
terrible,
Yeah,
tired.
you can get a test and talk to Dr. Powers. Guys, if you have low energy, low confidence, low libido, he does
Yeah.
these webinars. He's been doing them on Wednesdays, and you can find out more at myeternalvitality.com. But it's a literally no big deal. You just take in the webinar. You can ask any question. He gives you this great information.
You're right.
You decide whether it's right for you or not.
Check out his webinars because he himself
It's all free.
will tell you
Yeah.
all the information, ask as many questions as you want. He wants to spread information. Dr. Powers wants to help people. He wants to help our listeners feel better.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If it's not your testosterone, then it's something else, and he can help you with that as well.
For sure.
If you have weight gain, he like medically guided weight loss, peptide therapies.
Well, another thing that Andrea's doing is she really likes it. He can get you on a nutrition program too, and she's having
Yeah.
a pretty good success with it. So all in all, we're believers in him. A good dude.
I'm going to meet with him soon and get into his nutrition program because he's got an app and it's easy to dial in your
Yeah,
nutrition. So no matter what your situation is, I'm sure you could say, I could do better, and Dr.
yeah.
Powers could help you.
Yeah.
So it's myeternalvitality.com.
Styled to music. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. So this is my first time chaperoning anything, which Crystal, you
You look a
she's
little
done a
nervous.
bunch.
Like you're
So
dead.
did you both put your names in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put my name in for the dry day because I knew he wanted to do the wet.
Yeah.
So he put his name in for the wet day.
Whoa.
And so now Tommy didn't want to do this at first because he's much like me, where he's like, "Why are we walking through the mud?"
Well,
It's
he
like,
questions it.
and because he's experienced the outdoors, and so this is not like the first time. You get to walk through a muddy trail.
Yeah, you took us on a muddy trail.
I love mud
Yeah,
walks.
we did.
We done it.
Yeah, we did. And now I kind of know why you wanted to do this.
I
You've
want to
done
do that again. I liked it.
No, I like doing tough shit, getting dirty,
Yeah.
being out in the wilderness.
How are the vultures? Like, is that still a vulture swamp?
Oh yeah. The vultures never leave. Yeah.
Okay. Once they're there,
They
kinda-
got the avian bird flu, and they all died off, came back. Like
Yeah,
the new
tough.
ones. Yeah.
I like the new ones. It's like new vultures.
But so my only concern about being a chaperone is the fact that I am very bad at disciplining any other kids or even saying
Yeah.
anything if they're acting
Oh,
poorly.
they'll be slapping your cock.
Not me.
Punching you.
Yeah, they'll be doing that to each other, and I'm not going to say shit.
Well, and you're bad at small talk. Can you even small talk with children?
No.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't want, you don't have to worry about that. They do not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, they'll all be on their
Crystal's
cell
done this.
phones, right? Won't they?
Yes.
They'll all be.
No, they're
like-
not going to be allowed to bring their cell phones.
Oh,
they're
I
not
thought you
allowed-
said they were.
Only to St. Augustine because it was so far, and they wanted the parents to be able to communicate with the kids at that distance. But on the local field trips, they're not allowed to bring phones.
Oh, this bus is going to be wild as fuck.
They're all gonna be
with
square
no,
foot.
yeah, they will.
Isn't
But
it?
with
I mean,
no,
it's not
I
that
can
far
tune it
away.
out.
It's like
No, it's
two.
in Sanford, I think,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's behind the dump.
TC's like, I know where that is.
it's like one of
Well,
our
that's what I've been
clients.
joking about.
One of our clients is near there, and it's like
It's behind the Seminole County dump.
Yeah.
Wait, the one in Geneva or the one down south, the Dean Road one? Well,
I'm
it
not
doesn't
sure.
really matter.
It's behind
I
it
think
dump.
Dean Road.
That's what they told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off 1792.
But and for the most part, the kids are well behaved. Like the chaperones
Listen,
are
every
there.
now and then-
Teachers are going to be the ones disciplining you. Just like, hey, just don't stick your head in the mud or something.
There were so many chaperone requests. I think you might have one other kid.
Oh, okay.
It literally might be you and Tommy and one other kid.
Okay, so it's just gonna be us, and then we walk through
You
the mud.
can't wear those shoes.
Huh?
Those are your favorite shoes.
No, you have to wear. You have to tape your shoes on.
Tape your shoes on.
Can I go barefoot?
No.
No.
Oh God, he'll be out there like Jungle Boy.
Do you have,
He'll be out
like-
there and
I don't
all of
need-
his
Do
Big
you
My
have
Dick Nick will be
junky
out there.
shoes you can wear?
Hey everybody, Big My Dick Nick is on the mud walk. Hey, he's in a
I'll
little
just put
speedo.
on small shorts and I'll go barefoot. I'm like,
do that. Yeah, wear a headband. Your kids
There's
will love
probably rules that you have to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to tape your shoes on.
that. Hey, welcome to Big My Dick Nick's mud walk. Hey,
You can put your Costa shoes on. What are they? Costas? What are they again? Oh, the Olakais.
Olakais.
Put your sandals on.
You know what you
and
need
then
to
you
get?
just duct tape them to your foot.
No. You know what you
Well, can I
know
go
what you need to do?
barefoot?
You need to get a
you
speedo
might
and
step
you need
on
to get some
something.
Vibram 5 fingers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet
Yeah.
Amazon has some cheapo vibes.
You need Vibram 5 fingers.
They don't want
What
you to
is that?
step on something and have liability.
Plus, you yeah.
But my feet are tough.
they don't know that. They just do not want the
I can prove it
liability.
to
Let me tell you something.
I'll take a foot
I
test.
like, put a lighter to my foot.
You guys,
And if I can hold it there for 1 minute, then you have to let me go.
Stab my foot with
but
sticks.
didn't you guys have a talk a few months ago about rules? Why do you hate rules so much?
Yeah, this
No,
is about.
Why
this-
can't you just?
No,
say
I'm not
it's
going to
chaperone?
sue.
I mean, you realize
don't know
that the
that.
whole
It doesn't
focus of
matter.
this was that it was Tommy. We haven't mentioned him one time. This is all about you. This is all about you going and impressing the kids
What if you
with
get
your jungle
staph
mentality.
or something? You know, they don't want you to get like staph infection. They don't want
when
you to get.
are a chaperone, it is about compliance. You do what the school tells you to do,
Compliance.
Or you
operate
don't
with
go.
Like when I go on when I'm chaperoning to Legoland and I see a kid getting sunburned, like violently sunburned, I am not allowed to apply sunscreen, and I do not apply sunscreen.
Well, do
You
they,
have to comply with the rules.
Do they know I'm friends with the coach and you know?
Friends with the coach?
I go out there, I run all the time. I might as well be a staff member.
Jeez.
Yeah,
At
I bet
this
you.
point.
Are you the Tim Robinson of the coach? Do you go and like small talk the
He
coach,
needs
and the
to wear
coach
his
is like,
water
"Oh,
shoes."
fucking this guy again." Do you walk out there?
I just talked to him around the whole lap.
She's just gonna-
So much so that Crystal left.
I left.
Have
Because I
you
was like,
seen? Have you seen the trailer for Friendship, the movie with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson?
No.
I bet you go and you annoy the fuck out of this coach. You go there, "Hey, what's up, coach? That's your favorite guy."
Yeah,
Also
he's like,
put it up high, put it down low, too slow.
No, he likes
Here he
me.
comes. Okay,
no,
put on the smile.
No,
Hey,
we were
guys.
Both, no, we were
Oh
talking.
God, here comes Big My Dick Nick.
I was talking about how to expand this operation, the marketing.
Okay, Daniel, you know how annoying it was to listen to TC talk to this man about bringing in Jeff's Bagel Run to sponsor like an event and
Okay, walk up like
like,
this
Don't
big.
say it out loud.
Yeah,
Get
make
him-
this
he's-
big.
he's
Girl, make
gonna
this
get,
big.
like-
Don't tell people I'm promising
You're
sponsors.
gonna have the best program.
coach
You have the
who
best
makes
program in Seminole County of all time.
$40,000 a year.
Do you know how
Like-
much red tape they have to go through? We tried to donate shirts for the cross country team, but like we didn't know who was the right vendor.
Let me
to
have Tracy
use.
send you
Right,
three
like, I
options.
couldn't even
You pick
get
the
free
middle
shirt
one. I know how the mind
procurement.
works.
I like green tape.
Yeah, I'm
Why
gonna.
can't- so let's talk about Tommy.
I'm gonna have Tracy working up 3 different items you can advertise. You're gonna pick the center one. I know you will because I know the mind trick. You'll pick it. You'll spend money with me. You'll have the best running facility in Seminole County.
Oh, this guy's like, listen,
and that's
buddy.
the big my dick Nick guarantee. Do you really do that? You're out there
No,
single. Like
yeah, she's
It's a good
exaggerating.
thing I stay home and can't walk because I could be out there doing all of this damage to our business. And thank God it's just one of us out there doing all this damage.
So Tommy doesn't even want to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're forcing him to go.
Is he
and I'm forcing this experience.
Now that you're going,
he'll go.
It
He's
makes
like,
me feel better if he doesn't want to go. It does make me feel better that you are there. See,
To be
that
fair-
flips the whole thing.
Tommy doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Either.
All right.
is
You know?
Max looking forward to it next
Max
year?
would be stoked, yes, and he will be looking forward to it next year. But Tommy is like,
That's his thing.
Yeah. So we.
What did Tommy tell Max yesterday?
Okay. Oh, yeah. So we're brushing our teeth, right? And so we're sitting there, and Crystal's like, "You do it tonight. I do it every night." I was like, "All right." And by doing it, I just have to stand there like a goddamn prison warden while they brush their teeth.
They need a warden because they flutter around like butterflies, and they need someone to keep them. Like, okay, now it's time to go pee pee. Okay, now go get your
Oh my
pajamas
God.
on.
I can't tell you what I do.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey,
Daniel's
get the brushing."
Daniel's asleep, and she's like, doing all this.
Maisie will come in and be like, "Oh, Daddy's asleep. Well, I'm gonna go take my shower."
No, if we're not like on top of them, they're over there helicoptering their weaving around.
Maisie's brushing Daniel's teeth. You're like, "Hey, fell asleep."
Hey, she will. She'll brush my hair, and then I showed her how to comb my beard, and then she'll do it. I have a little, I have an assistant.
There's a little girl.
What did she say last night about my skincare?
She was so happy. I said, "Oh, I saw Daddy doing his skincare for his beard." She was like, "I'm
she's
so
like,
proud."
she started hugging me. She's like,
Daddy."
"I'm so glad you're using your moisturizer, Daddy."
He's making her into the 50s housewife in case I die.
I'm combing my homeless dad's beard.
She's like Hope
crumbs
Solo.
in it.
She's like Hope Solo. Remember
Yeah.
when Hope Solo's homeless dad showed up at one of her games? Oh, it's a really depressing. Look it up, but it's true. He showed up and she's like, "Who is that?" He's like fucking eating a raccoon. It was sad. Look it up. It's real. That's real. It's sad.
So I'm watching them brush their teeth.
Oh, my God.
And
Oh my God, I'm Hope Solo's dad.
And then Tommy's like, "Hey Max, you better only sign up for the dry or the wet day, not the dry day of the mud walk, because I guess there are 2 days. There's a dry day and a wet day.
And can you sign up for both or just only one?
I guess you can do what you
Okay.
can do them both or one or the other or
Okay. Yeah.
whatever. So he's like, because on the dry day we're dissecting an owl. So
Casey tells me this in bed last night. I'm like, they're dissecting an owl? Is that an animal?
Isn't it an owl pellet?
So I'm like, I'm like, Tommy. I mean, what do you mean? He's like, yeah. My teacher said today we're dissecting an owl, and then the inside we're going to see what his puke is made of.
Yes, they have.
Max is afraid of puke. So.
Oh, they do have a
God.
puke ball, an owl, right?
Well, okay, so then,
that's a
Owl
real
pellet.
thing.
so then I'm like, no. I'm like, Tommy. I'm like, there's no goddamn way you're dissecting an
fifth grade,
owl
yeah.
in fifth grade. Like, and he's like, that's what I've been told. That's what's happening.
And then he was like, TC said, is it like one owl for the whole class? And he's like, no, everybody gets their own owl.
So I'm like, there's hundreds of owls.
We're killing hundreds of owls.
You're dissecting. You know how fucking big an owl is? I'm like, it's half your size.
They're going to need an 18-wheeler of owls.
And I'm Tommy, you must have heard wrong. I'm like,
Right.
and he's like, no. And I'm like,
He was so confident.
So then he's like, no, 100%.
Where's that confidence come from?
So then I was like, it must be some sort of plastic owl. He's like, nope, it's a real owl.
So TC and I are laughing like the owl's wings are spread out and it's just dead there.
Oh my
So
God.
then, after they brush their teeth or whatever before bed, he's like, I'll bet you $20 we're dissecting an owl. And then we shook on it. He's like,
don't take that boy's
He's like,
money.
if it's a real owl, then you have to give me $20. If it's a fake owl, then I'll give you $20.
Oh, you're going to steal his money?
Yeah.
So then I shook his hand. I'm like, there's no way it's a
No.
real owl. And
Oh.
so we looked it up, and apparently what she said, and this is what talk about paying attention, they're dissecting an owl pellet.
Yeah, because you can see the bones of stuff that
Yeah.
he
You
eats.
can see like a mice bones. And,
You don't dissect a frog till like 7th grade.
Yeah. That's what I told them. I was like, I remember it. Because then I was like, goddamn, schools are different now.
What it smelled like.
Yeah, the
Formaldehyde,
is
yeah.
unbelievably bad, man.
But you have to tell Max the puke does not look like our puke.
No, it looks
It's a pellet. It looks like a piece of shit.
looks like a Scotch egg.
Well, back to con men. When someone says something super confident, like I'll be like, because there was a second when I bet that $20. I was like, God, maybe they are just. I was like, he's pretty fucking.
They saved all their money for owls.
And especially if you're willing to put money on it, that's my fucking love language.
I know that is your love
Once
language.
he put 20 on it, I was like, oh shit! Like once EJ accepted the swimming challenge, I was like, fuck. Wait, I was like, maybe you can swim faster than I thought. Like I got nervous for a second. Anyway, so yeah, they're dissecting an owl.
When
pellet.
is the mud walk? I cannot wait to hear
Next
how the mud
Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a
So
meeting. we had to move the Friday Fruit Show around.
Oh, because isn't an all-day affair?
That's a big deal.
I thought it was only in the morning, and Crystal was like, "No, you'll be there all fucking day."
I'm like, you're not going to go chaperoning anything and be done.
So are you still throwing your party then next week? Next Friday? Your pinball party?
Oh, yeah, well, that's at 7.
You're just, okay, so you're just going to become covered in mud.
Yeah, no, well, I'll spray my legs off.
I'll have a hose here.
Yeah.
He'll get in his car,
I'll let the listeners
mud.
hose you down.
Do you know how much I dig in my backyard? Like, I've been digging an insane amount of holes for every day when I get home from work.
For years, the digging.
And there's mud everywhere. And I'm taking wheelbarrows of mud to other places in my backyard.
For no real reason.
He's literally always walking. Like, I see him out the back door, and I see him with the wheelbarrow carrying a pile of dirt from that side to that side.
Yeah.
And then, like, 20 minutes later, he's going back with a pile of dirt in the wheelbarrow.
It's called avoiding your wife.
What are you doing?
I'm out there planting a paradise back there. And once you see it.
You walk over to one side, you smoke a cigarette. You walk to the other side, you smoke a cigarette.
I'm in Facebook deals with people selling palm trees.
So you're the chaperone. Can you go and just, like, hang out
So we
to take pictures?
We both signed up to be chaperone. I signed up for dry. He signed up for wet. But the teacher called this morning, and there was only space for one of us. So I gave it to him.
Oh, that's nice.
Can you remember to take pictures?
You're the bigger parent.
Yeah, I will.
He's
take
never
pictures.
chaperoned before anything. So
I haven't
I've
either.
gone to I've gone to St. Augustine with both kids. I went to Legoland with both kids.
Did one when Maisie was like in second grade, and I said, absolutely never again will I chaperone.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Well, second grade kids, they
second grade was so much easier than fourth and fifth grade kids
because these kids are coming into their own.
In second grade, they still
and
listen to you, and they're quiet. Like they listen. If the teacher tells them to be quiet, they're
all
quiet.
we did was drive from here to the rep, and I was like, absolutely not. Am I doing this again?
They'll be chanting Hawk 2 and shit.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
I'll be chanting Hawk 2.
I said one thing to a kid riding a bike at Maisie's school and got called a baby cracker.
By the kid?
Yeah. I'll never say anything again.
What'd you
I'm
say?
too little. I'm too little. But like you were saying, I've hide my height. I'm no longer effective with children. Like I can't. I command nothing. Like I'm like, hey, you stop doing it. They're like, fuck you.
Like, I'm taller than you now,
they
sir.
don't care.
Kids are weak nowadays.
No,
they're so weak.
Yeah, but they don't think they're weak.
Some of them are weak.
These are rich
Crystal
kids.
grew up in the Everglades. Sleeping in the Everglades.
Our kids are weak. But you should see some of these kids on this school bus that you're about to go on next Friday.
Yeah.
Those kids are at home when their parents are at work, and they're doing whatever they want.
Yeah, Mario Lopez, a little muscle man.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm equipped to handle it.
How many kids are you going to do a challenge with? You know, like you're going to challenge these kids and take all their money?
No.
Don't freak out the teachers. They just want you to.
What are you wearing?
Watch.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing
Chubbies?
tiny shorts?
Tiny chubbies.
Are you wearing tiny shorts so everybody can see your
I
your
wear
boner?
my work clothes, I think. Right? That's the most professional thing I have.
No, you have to go in
You're
the mud.
literally going to be waist deep in
I
watery,
sent you a
muddy.
picture of how deep they were in the mud.
I'm going to put on our Orlando City suits.
Like the white
Can you wear the purple suit that's in there?
I have a question. There's a picture that Andrea had of some children, both boys and girls, in the mud walk up to their titties in the mud.
Oh, it was so deep.
Is it acceptable for little girls to have their vaginas in the mud?
Oh,
That's up to their parents to decide. And listen,
Am I wrong for thinking that that's not
They are deep.
It's near
I'm
the
looking at
dump.
this picture
Like, why do I
again.
want Maisie putting her butthole in dump mud?
her
Why would I
butthole-
want any child
Can they-
putting their
yeah,
genitals
what
in
kind-
dump mud?
it's not open. You know, it's closed.
No, it leaches out of the dump.
No, I'm talking about the body parts are
No,
closed.
it leaches in there, man. Everything leaches in there.
They've been doing it for 20
Like, I don't
years.
believe anything. Look,
More.
if my wife eats onions and I go down there, I know what's happening. You know what I mean?
They've been doing it for so
Seriously.
long
Yeah.
that, I mean, when did they start the mud walk?
Yeah, this friend said I did it 35 years ago. So it's older than 35 years that they've done it.
It's crazy that this lasted
Everything
this long.
else is digital now, right?
You with them digital mud?
Yeah, you would think that at some point you just put the VR goggles. I'm in the mud walk. Oh, with lasers. Beck's headroom's here. Wow.
That's not fun.
I guess it is a thing that people look back on and then are happy that they did it. Or, like, I know we've mentioned this before.
You're having a stroke.
Inward burp.
It's something to feel back on, and they're happy that they did it.
I had a never-ending inward burp.
Oh my god!
It was
Wait, a what? An N-word?
N-word.
Yeah, I also heard N-word.
No,
Like, when you say it.
Inward.
If you guys weren't racist, you wouldn't even think that way.
Outward, inward.
Yeah, I only there's only inward. There's no such thing as the other thing to me.
Anyway.
You want to finish with a couple of emails?
Yeah, let's
with the
go.
ladies, and then we'll get out of here. All right, this says, boom. Dan, I'm not sure if you've been told this before, but there's a new series on Netflix called American Primeval that has a Mormon militia leader that, in my opinion, looks just like you. The character's name is Joe Tippett, played by James Woosley. It might just be me, but let me know if you agree. That's from Matt.
Is that Netflix Cowboys and Indians show? Like the beginning is just a nonstop scene of some lady and her kid running, hiding under wagons as people are killed around them.
It is like the most stressful trailer.
I watched that and
I am not watching this.
This guy.
Looks horrible.
Right before bed.
This guy? This guy? Let me see. Does he look like Daniel?
Yeah, I think he does look like. There's an actor, yeah.
I don't have any glasses on, to be honest. I can't see close enough.
I can't find him, but yeah, when I saw it, I thought he looked like me. Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know if I see it.
Era, holding note. That guy?
No, that's him. But in the new thing, he's got a beard kind of like me, and hair kind of like me. And I think he's got my nose. I think that's the thing because I do have a Roman nose, and I think he's got that style.
Daniel and I do not watch any TV.
Only music.
It's music and sports.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about going to record player.
Records only. That was on my list for Valentine's Day for you.
Well. Where the fuck is it?
No, I really fucked up. Yeah. You know what?
TC, take that as a hint and write it down in your phone.
Now, I will say there is a sewing machine sitting inside a cabinet that was also a dream.
Well, that required a lot of learning and work, and the needle broke off the first day, so I just didn't fix it.
So when there's this record player that I'm tripping over, then I look down and I'm like, whoa. I really against buying anything. I really want to say, let's never buy anything again.
You should put the record player where your
we didn't buy anything for Christmas.
Is.
We're kind of becoming that.
Oh yeah, no.
We didn't
you bought yourself shit.
Yeah. I mean, I bought myself shit.
I bought myself.
It's fine. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
I bought myself dance costumes for my daughter.
Yeah, that's expensive. Let's do this one. Yeah. Well, Maisie gets something. I get something. Okay, this is from Jay. He says, I know you don't believe in this. I think you'll like this. Hey, you were talking about Bob and Tom on an ACT show. In the 1980s, I was an over-the-road trucker. I listened to Bob and Tom because they were syndicated and available on many stations. Fast forward, and one day I'm thinking, I wonder if those guys have a podcast. I searched, and Tom and Dan popped up in my results. It was labeled comedy, so instead of Bob and Tom, I played it. I started at episode 240. Soon after that episode, you were talking about Squidwall, and I've been listening and been a BDM ever since. So you can thank Bob and Tom for one more paid BDM listener.
Wow.
Do you still have an issue with Squidwall?
No.
Well, it's there, deep in there.
Yeah.
We covered that outlet up.
That's right.
So that's how you
We have a new outlet now.
The squid's still in there.
We prefer to do what they do in zombie movies, is just board it up.
That's a sea turtle. That's a sea turtle.
Well, we got some new wiring done in the bathroom, and so it was we could pull this all out or just leave it there and cap it off and
at
close
least
it up.
you guys make your house look modern. We bought our house not modern and leave it alone. We're not gonna make that.
I'm not a DIYer. I don't want somebody.
DIY. You won't even you won't even let a person come in for a quote. You're like, it's too much money. I don't want to do it.
How about you do that? I have enough mental load.
You're the person that works from home.
I have to work.
The contractor has to. All you gotta do is let him in.
Playing pinball in here. Leave him alone.
Yeah, get to work.
If this guy, you make some calls. I'm making your medical calls.
Okay.
I do make her make my medical calls.
You make his medical calls.
Yeah.
And then he's mad at me if I put it somewhere where...
I'm not. I don't. That's not true.
Yes.
That's not true.
I like that, by the way.
And so then I'm like, I'm not making these calls anymore.
Is it a conservatorship or not? Make up your fucking mind.
Well, then don't complain if I send you to a doctor.
I want a divorce.
Who's the person that threw their cell phone at the assistant? I like that. It's like, fuck you for trying to help me.
I think that was Andy
Omarosa?
Dick. I think.
Oh no, it was a tall model, Naomi Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah,
Wow, very good.
I like that. Oh, back to this Bob and Tom thing.
Yeah.
So Daniel told me about this email, and he's like, it's interesting how people, because I do find it interesting how people stumble upon the show, because normally it's the stereotypical, I listen to you on the radio. And I listen, and it made sense because at the time, it was the only talk show that you could hear in Central Florida.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was no other. There's a fucking Magic Mechanic on the weekends, believe me, because I like talk radio, so it was the only thing.
Yeah.
And then, so there was an insane amount of listeners, and that's where we got a lot of our listeners from. But some people found us on Sirius, and then some people just randomly searched the podcast. What I find weird about this email is he's looking for two guys that have different personalities than us, right? It is a kind of a comedy show.
Who are they?
Bob and Tom, just
They're more like Southern...
two dudes talk radio.
Southern morning talk radio with Southern comedians. Like, you
So
get
like
your...
the over-the-road trucker would like.
Yeah, but like think like branded, like it's got a Hemi in it, like that guy. You're gonna get like all those comedians. You're gonna, you know.
So
Jeff Foxworthy?
And they do this in like podcast algorithm where they like I listen to gambling podcasts and then they'll show me you may like this, and it's just a bunch of other gambling podcasts. So then it's like I may like that because it's the same exact subject, but just two dudes talking about whatever.
Dudes on dudes.
They get that.
Well, that just shows me that the algorithm is not helpful, actually.
Well,
because
He
he
came up
would have,
because of
if
Tom.
it was just his algorithm showing him exactly what was like Bob and Tom, he wouldn't have seen you, and he would be missing out on
It
something
probably
he
came out
enjoys.
because of Tom.
Well, I find it was just odd that he's like, oh, Bob and Tom doesn't have a podcast. Here's Tom and Dan. I'll just try this.
You're not
because
wrong.
I would have assumed that it would be
it's
totally
the biggest-
different.
People are multi-layered. They don't just. It's not like he likes Jeff Foxworthy, so that's the only thing he listens
No,
to.
but he
likes
also
other
thinks,
stuff.
like, but you also have to think, you have to understand that he thinks that this email, like the guy liking Bob and Tom, going to iTunes, typing in Bob and Tom and Dan comes up, and you click on that. Even though I just read this, he thinks that never happens.
No, I think that happened,
But not a lot. It's
I just
like
think it's
an
odd.
extreme rarity,
Well, also,
right?
he said he was all the way back for like show 250. Think about how long ago that was. There wasn't as much saturation. So he was like, oh, I'm trying to find something to listen to. I'll click it.
But discoverability is the biggest thing people complain about in this space. The algorithm has never helped podcasters, like independent podcasters.
No,
which is why
it's
you
gonna
have
give
like
you the big guys.
iHeart or any of these other companies that do like podcasting awards. The awards only go to the biggest podcasts. It's already been cannibalized and turned into radio. You know what I mean? Like it's already there. So what you're saying is right, kind of. I mean, I think this guy is a rarity, but I'm very, very happy that he found us.
Yeah, I'm just surprised.
CC just thinks it's he's not saying odd as in unlikely. He's saying it's weird that he would have just started listening to this instead of going and searching for what he wanted originally.
And just settling.
He may have. He didn't say. He didn't.
Right. He didn't say he's not still listening to those guys. He just said he found you.
I know. Yeah.
Why is it so hard? God, why is it
It's
so
something I wouldn't have thought of doing, and I can't understand it.
Everything that we do, everything I say, he goes, I wonder why.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you care?
We had an episode of that earlier.
I want to know why.
Hold on, we had one today. We had an episode earlier today where we had a why moment. And I was more of a like, who cares why? Let's
Who
just
cares?
get it out of here.
Why
and you were
does
like,
it
well, I want to make sure it's a why. So I see the weight of I get it. But sometimes for me, I'm so. And maybe this is dangerous. Maybe it's a bad thing. I get to a point of I absolutely whys don't matter anymore. I don't matter about. I get
Crystal's there.
You're not there because
I
of
get
him,
to a
though.
point of
A lot of our listeners hate.
You're killing the whys.
Your best Valentine's Day gift you could give to your wife is to shut the fuck up and not ask why.
Just be quiet.
Yeah, I started. The only times I do, I just can't keep it inside.
Me neither. No, I can't either.
I
can't keep my
normally
jokes
don't
in.
say. I would question everything.
Okay, let's
everything.
talk. You do it too. So you and I are the same person. Can I control my joking?
No.
I can't. I have been failing so bad. Maisie will call me on it now. She'll be like, I told you not to make jokes. Like, I'll make a joke and she'll be like, not now. Like everyone in the house is more mature than me.
It
My
drove
daughter.
me to a point, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. I said, I have to remove myself from this. You guys are like up my butt, making jokes. I need a moment. Like, I need private, quiet
I'll give you,
time.
for instance.
You're trying to get some stuff done.
There's a country band that me and Maisie were obsessed with. They're called Land Law.
They're terrible.
They're these two brothers.
They're fucking
And they're
terrible.
horrible, horrible country singers. And the one guy, this is how he sings. He goes, waking up, busting your butt, trying to wing a little extra pay.
And they go, hey, Alexa, play Land Law. And then over and over, over, screaming it, like, so loud. And I'm like,
that.
Do you see how much laundry I have? You guys want to fucking help me with the
Hold
laundry?
on, let me get the listener. I got to play this for the listeners.
Unfortunately, I have to leave.
Just
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
bad.
so bad, and they just
It's country to the bone.
This is going to be playing while Andrea's standing over your dead body.
It's country.
Oh my God, this is country to the bone.
Me and Maisie, our favorite part, we go, me and Maisie, we'll do a dance here. We go, it's country as it gets. If something breaks, we just fix it.
Oh my
That's
God.
our favorite part. Oh, we do like a little dance.
Wait,
there.
That's a lyric? That wasn't a joke.
That's one of their real lyrics.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
I think she even got to a point, like not with the landlord song, but she just got to a point, like, because all Daddy wants to do is just fun, jokey jokes.
But she doesn't like it all
Well,
the time.
sometimes
All
you
the time,
got to
yeah.
be serious. I'm
Yeah.
trying
Like,
to
you're
ask you
trying
a
to get some
question
stuff
here.
done. Yeah, I don't need a jokey joke.
Yeah,
So.
it has reached a
Yeah.
point of diminishing. You know, it's funny when you're a funny dad until you're not a funny dad anymore. And then
Till I need you to like make some real decisions, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
yeah, I do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just leave him alone.
Yeah.
Let him just.
This guy gets me.
Wait, no,
let him
I
just-
would
This is
love
my
to be.
soulmate over here. It's my
I would-
soulmate right there.
Wait, no,
I love that man. I love that man.
Just let him be who he is. You're trying to change him? He can't change.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I need to defend myself. I would love to leave them alone. They are stuck to me like glue. They follow me around like they're little fucking puppies.
Well, they need you for everything. So you just have to do everything
You made
for
yourself
them
too
and
valuable.
leave them alone.
You made
see
yourself
it?
too valuable at the company.
Yeah. You got to do it all and leave him alone and just let him do whatever he wants. That's the only way.
I got it.
Terrible. Okay,
All right, good.
let's
Thank
get
you,
out of here.
Andrew.
Great
I
job.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you defended yourself well.
So
Defending a monster.
I love you. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you.
Yeah. How long have you guys been married, by the way?
Oh,
It's been
It'll be 15 years this year.
I'm glad you answered that.
You guys have a great time on the camping trip.
Yeah.
Please come back in one piece. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I'm going to practice walking in the mud out there. I'll bring the kids on a mud walk out there.
Let's do a
God.
pre-motion. Let's see how fast we can do it.
I need Crystal to come back in so you guys do a show so she can give me her side.
He's going to do a race. He's going to race all the kids.
Yeah.
Winner gets $50.
With your flat foot? With your slappy foot?
Yeah. It's fine.
What if you wore the bear suit
What, during the race?
during the mud walk?
No.
Oh, my God.
That'd be kind of cool.
Actually, Tommy does like a Junkie the Bear.
I'm just saying.
He does.
One more time.
Yeah.
What if you jump the mud walk?
Anyway.
Anything else? Any other declarations of anything we need to say?
The Bart Merrick team, BartTheRealtor.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a house,
Please.
you could call or text Crystal at BartTheRealtor.com. Her number is right there. Or Bart is there too. You get two realtors working for you.
Yep.
And
One has a mustache.
they have extreme experience, and they will not let you down. I know Crystal, she stresses out about her clients more. I tell them, like, it's
probably fine.
overdoing it.
I tell that to Andrew all the time. Like she talks about her
I'm like,
boss.
you're
I'm like,
doing-
fuck
no,
'em.
I don't
Too
want to do
many-
a bad job.
Too many details. I'm like, I know some clients, and you can run it loose.
You're wasting
You're running real loose. And it still keeps going. So loose.
I don't like
That's
to
why
run
we
it
had to be good at our jobs because you guys running so friggin' loose.
No, it's still going.
Running it
It's
loose.
still going.
And you know what I say to that?
I'm now like, how long can I keep it going?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.
This is all jokes and funny to you, huh? You can take it up with legal. Have a good day.